Hello and welcome to Kya Lag Raha hai Market, our daily program on Nifty, Bank Nifty, and Dollar. What do we do here? We analyze the markets, Nifty, Bank Nifty, Dollar, and then we look at the charts, we look at the open interest data, we look at FII DI data, and we try to form an informed opinion on what the market is likely to do this week and tomorrow, and what strategies can we apply, what reactions can we do, etc. Before we proceed further, I'll just wait for a sound check. So I figured out last time the sound went bad because my battery, my laptop went into a power save mode and it was very weird. So if any of you are watching this, if you could confirm a sound check, it'll be very nice, and I can be assured that things are working fine. Um, Three viewers so far, so no comments. Hi Kanishk. Kanish, you're the first person to comment in 2023. Satya is saying sound is okay. Vinay is saying the same. It's good. Hey, thanks, guys. So let's get started, right? Vintage Division, happy to see you, man. Happy New Year. All good. Uh, I really love that name, right? Vintage Division. Like, takes a lot of conviction to call oneself Division. Yeah, I would have done that when I was 25 years old, but not. so, so anyway, let me share the screen, which is the more important part, and reduce my face and etc. 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 So the first thing, the most important thing is the Nifty chart. So Yash is saying Happy New Year. Divya is saying Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year to everyone. I hope we don't make the mistakes we did last year and you know take things forward this year in a much better way. So the first thing we have to bring to your attention is the Nifty weekly chart, right? So it's an interesting chart because there is a swing high, which was a previous all-time high. Uh, Previous swing high at around 18,100 and 18,100 as a support. We also know that this channel has been into play for some time. It looked like the channel was broken, but now it is back into the channel. That's one way of looking at it. Also, it took resistance from 18,230 odd levels, 280 odd levels, which is the 100-day, 50-day moving average. So weekly chart, interesting juncture. If it breaks below this, we are toasted and market will go down. If it is going to go back into the channel, then we can see further upside at least till this 18,400, 18,500 zone, right? So that's Nifty weekly chart. Now let's also look at Nifty, daily chart. Now let's also look at Nifty weekly chart. This is super interesting. Weekly chart is a bullish harami with decent volumes. So this is a reversal signal, technically, right? But where it all confuses me is a monthly chart, because monthly chart looks like a bearish engulfing, but it has taken a lot of rejection from the previous bullish engulfing, which is here. So it's a little confusing, Nifty chart, because daily says that it is a make or break level, weekly says that it is a reversal, monthly says that it is a bearish engulfing, although rejection from previous bullish engulfing. So it is in conflict. So just to be doubly sure, we'll also look at Nifty futures, right? Let me look at the comments. So Nifty monthly is not a bearish engulfing, it is a bearish piercing on futures. On weeklies, it is a very nice bullish harami. On daily, that's interesting, right? Because as per Nifty futures chart, daily is kind of still in the channel, right? So conflict, let's not split hairs over here, because it's like a little bit here and there, channel can be drawn, anything can happen. What we need is decisive price action. So Nifty has fair amount of confusion in the channel, in the charts, right? But Bank Nifty is where things look better for me. Bank Nifty daily chart is above all the moving averages, which is 200, 100, and 50, and it is still holding the um, uh, previous bullish engulfing candle, which was formed on Thursday's session, right? This is a good sign. If you look at weekly, uh, this is a reversal signal, which is a bullish engulfing, bullish harami. And finally, if you look at monthly chart of Bank Nifty, also this is not a bearish signal. Um, this is a doji. You could even call it a dragonfly doji with a lower rejection wick than an upper rejection wick. So this is a bigger rejection. So this is strong. So Nifty, Bank Nifty is technically stronger than Nifty, at least chart wise. So because we don't have a clear insight from chart, let's look for more data, right? So my chart verdict is that I'm confused, because Nifty is pulled back from 1550 DMA, crucial support, Weekly candle is bullish Harami, monthly is bearish engulfing. Bank Nifty is looking stronger. Weekly candle is piercing on Harami, monthly candle is doji. Little bit of confusion. Now let's look at open interest chart. Right now, open interest chart current weekly. Sorry. So this I was looking at the previous week. Uh, so one thing you can notice straight away is that lot of calls, right? This is a crazy call buildup which happened on Friday, because 18200, 300, 400, 500, 600, everything saw put writing, sorry, call writing. Even if you look at the overall index, 18200 is a huge resistance, and this is kind of split between. Um, I mean, basically, if you look at all the sub resistances here, there are all resistances. There's no support at all. So no support below 18200. Lots of resistance above 18200. This is bearish. PCR is 0.7. Neutral, bearish bias actually. Okay. Now let's go to the last part of our analysis, which is FII DI data, which is where everything clearly becomes bearish. Look at this, right? 50K calls, 1.65 L puts, 3x puts as calls, which is very bearish. FII sold 49,000 calls and bought 90,000 puts, which is again super bearish. FI sold 1300 crore sell, which is bearish. FI stock data 3000 crore sell, bearish. Uh, so basically, our verdict is still to wait and watch the channel, but the bias is definitely bearish because bias bearish because uh, OI and FII, right? Because OI is negative, FII is negative. The only thing which is even marginally positive is the confusion of the chart. So chart is 50-50. It could even be bearish. FII is clearly bearish. Option chain is bearish. So I suspect this is going to be, matlab, I won't take a trade till I'm sure about the bias where I mean where it goes, but it looks like we might correct from here if the channel breaks, right? So let me just quickly look at the charts. Kindly close the pop on the bottom left. Oh yeah, correct. Sorry. Uh, Where's like Bank Nifty intraday future data? Do you think Bank Nifty will carry Nifty back to bullish? Chinmay is saying, will Bank Nifty carry Nifty to bullish? That is a possibility, right? But my problem is this, right? If I were to ignore charts, this is a sure short shorting, right? Like basically, if you imagine that there are no charts to look at today, there is no way you can be long here. You have to be short because open interest is super negative. FIA is as negative as I've ever seen. So both of them are looking bad. In fact, I have some spreads. I don't think I should be holding on to it. So Fintech Digen, my favorite commenter, is saying that we are most likely to visit the lows made in December, and if it breaks, then we are looking for bigger downside up to 17K levels. Sell on rise. Fintech Digen, I am very in agreement with what you're saying, except that I really don't want to jump into it without the channel really breaking. So I'll tell you why I'm saying this, right? We have had instances where channels broke and the fake out. I mean, I'm very afraid of the fake out because if you look at last week, it got back into the channel. I mean, why did it get back into the channel and then only to break back? So I'm a little. So if you could let me know, I mean, you are on Twitter, you have my DM. Why do you think the channel is not holding? I'm more than happy to listen to that. Uh, like ideally, right? If what you were saying is correct, right? I would have guessed the channel action would have happened like this. It would have broken this channel, and instead of going back and doing this circus, Nifty would have just corrected right from here, right? My problem is, why did it go back to this level? There's no channel here, right? The channel is clearly this channel. My problem is it has gone back to this level. So like basically there was a clear reversal here, there was a 100 EMA support here, then it got back into channel, there was again a rejection here. This what you're seeing here, right? This Thursday's candle of bullish inverted hammer. Basically these are basically making me question, really is Nifty bearish? So like If these did not exist, and if it had just stayed below the channel, I would have been wholeheartedly short. My only problem is, why did it do all this circus if it had just, if it was just a matter of correcting from here? It could have corrected even here, right, without getting back in the channel. So that is where my seed of doubt is coming from. Soil is saying channels are imaginary. Hmm. I mean, okay. 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 Pankaj is saying, how about rejection of 50 SMA? That's a fair point, Pankaj. Even I am a little uh, uh, on that. Uh, Intraday predator is saying, I like the fact that you don't insist people like it. नहीं, यार, like करना है तो like करो यार. I mean, let me put it this way, right? Like, dislike, and all is okay, but if you know people and you can also bring them to watch this channel. Like, every time I meet a girl at the bar, I ask them, "Ki, what are you doing tonight?" They say, "No, no, I have a boyfriend." I say, "Okay, so then bring him also to our channel, watch the stream." So, so if you know people who might be wanting to watch this thing, please refer them also. Uh, so, Ojaswin Sharma is saying, "Kal YOLO puts नहीं possible." I had some. I have some spreads which are bullish in nature. Maybe tomorrow morning I have to square them off and get out. Uh, but I'm a little conflicted there. Arjun is asking us to add an option simulator. Yeah, very possible we are adding that. Uh, so yeah. Oh, one more thing which I thought I'll do from this year, new format. I'm experimenting some more things. Is we have to be aware of the events calendar, and that's very simple. You can go to Sensible, go to trade, and sorry, you can go to analyze and look at stock market calendar, and you'll see all the global events. There is an important event coming on 5th January, 12:30 a.m., which is Thursday morning in India time, which is FOMC minutes will be released. Other than that, it's all chiller pillar events. You don't have to care about any of this. Non-farm payrolls in US is coming on 6th Jan, that you have to be a little cautious of. But the mother of all, Mother Bini, it's like a kind of decent event, is FOMC minutes. So this is a free feature. Please feel free to use this, refer it, etc. etc. There's also F&O stock result calendar, but they are all far away. No, okay. Sorry. So yeah. So this also, it might be interesting to use, but global events, the most important one is FOMC minutes. You have to be careful about that also, right? Finally, going to USD INR. USD INR is a tricky thing. So like I said earlier, right, I'm looking for 82.90 to break. I'm not seeing it breaking. I have a doubt that if Nifty is able to hold the channel, we'll see a very bullish upward movement. If that is the case, then so basically, right, my hypothesis is if Nifty is able to hold that 18,100 mark and go up, then dollar might also be able to correct a little bit, at least probably another 70 paisa or something towards the downside. So with that in mind, I'm a little biased towards dollar negative. Also, dollar weekly candle is dojiing it out. Dollar monthly candle is of course very bullish because it is an engulfing bearish followed by an engulfing bullish. But that said, the stop loss of an engulfing bearish is always the top of that channel, top of that candle, which is somewhere around 82.80 on spot, which is still not breached, right? So yeah, I mean, let's see if 80 to 90, 80 on spot breaches, then dollar will go up, Nifty will go down, all of that will happen. But then we'll wait and watch rather than jump into a prediction game, right? So this is our analysis for today. A budget is coming, Amit. We'll add budget when it comes. So this is our analysis for today. Jan one for the year. We'll see you again tomorrow, as usual. This is not advice or recommendation or anything. Please do your own research. Please do your own risk management, and please trade only if you find a good opportunity. So on that note, I'll take your leave. Thank you so much, people, for watching, and best of luck for the coming year. Great, have a great week trading. Take care and keep your capital safe.